while we're at it, there's a couple of things that I would like to cover that I missed in previous videos. Number one, the extra accent of vibrato. It is essentially a bend repeated. And one of the helpful hints for that is to kind of place your finger against the neck of the guitar and kind of pivot it back and forth. Can be done slowly. Can be done fast. Another thing I passed up was what is called palm muting. So if you're playing your chords, instead of letting them ring out, take your palm, the edge of your hand, place it at the bridge, and kind of lower it a little bit. And that'll give you that nice hard rock metal-y chugging sound. And if you lift it off, it'll let it ring a bit, bring it back down, palm mute. That's just with one chord. Can also be done with the pentatonic scale that we've been playing with. Very helpful technique. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Glad to see you can make it here. Happy weekend. In this lesson we are going to cover the second form of the pentatonic scale. Now if you'll remember back in the earlier lessons I had discussed how the fretboard is a brick wall to be climbed. And the reason behind that comes into play now, as you will notice that the second form picks up exactly where the first form left off. So check this out. As we discussed last week, we have the first form. This is a visual representation of the fretboard, and this was the frets that you were playing it on. So you had the 5th and the 8th, the 5th and the 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 8th, 5th, 8th. For the second form, you'll see that it picks up exactly where it left off. Now the thing about the pentatonic scale is there are only 5 notes that you're playing. And of those 5 notes, there are only 5 shapes to be played across the entire fretboard. So, let's dig into it and make this happen. So to pick up where we left off for the second form, what we're going to want to do is place a middle finger on the 6th string at the 8th fret and our pinky on the 10th. First finger on the 7th, on the A string, pinky on the 10th. So 8, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10. D string, 7, 10. G string at the 7th fret, and then ring finger at the 9th. On the B string, ring finger on the 8th fret. The pinky is going to go to the 10th. And on the high E, 8th fret, 10th fret. And that is how to play the second form. So once you've got that one under your fingers, and you know without knowing what to play and where, you can start traveling across the fretboard and picking and choosing what notes you want to play. For instance, you're in the first box. Slide it on down to the second box. Pick up where you left off. And it doesn't look so static because you're not stuck in the same box. Have fun with it. So here's a little bit about how this moves along the fretboard. Say you're on the 5th string, 5th fret with your first finger. That note will be found on the 6th at the 10th fret. So as you're moving down, you're playing the same 5 notes, just in a different order. If you were to go down to the D at the 5th fret, go to the 10th fret on the A, it's the same note. The G, go to the 5th fret, go to the 10th on the D, same note. Kind of cool, huh? So now you are actually covering 6 frets. You're already halfway there. Awesome. Good job. Well, yeah, but what was to happen if you were to take both scales and play them in the same box? Let's click it and find out. Let's check it out. You got your first box shape. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Second box shape. 6, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. Now, if you were to combine those notes from both scales, you would have this, the 5, 6, 8. You would have 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8. 5, 7. 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, 8. So here's why that works. If we refer to the page again, you'll see that you have the notes of the first phase, and then you have the notes of the second phase. And if you combine them, you'll notice that there are a lot of them that they share in common. And you're now playing, most of the time, 3 notes per string. 3 notes, 3 notes, 2 notes, 3 notes, 3 notes, 3 notes. Diatonic scale. Good job. There you have it, the second form of the pentatonic scale, with the bonus of diving into diatonics, the 3 notes per string scales. If any of this has been of any use to you, please like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Tell me about your guitar journey so far. Leave it in the comments. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one.